Motherfucker. Okay, so we are here for another episode of the podcast you all know and love called Really Bitch. We're going to get him one day. And we 2 weeks in a row, y'all. We are 2 weeks in a row. We are.
It's like a series.
I know. We got some work ethic.
Yeah, but you said we got some work ethic.
Work ethic about us. He's like, it's 2 weeks.
Well, how you guys doing? So it's been a week. Anything interesting pop off for either one of you guys in the last week?
I got speakers.
You have a whole freaking DJ setup. We are at Face's house today, and I came down the steps, and he's got the whole DJ setup.
He got the whole world in his
And
hand.
I made the suggestion that he should have a Halloween party.
You did.
I did.
And I second the motion.
Mink co-signed on it.
That's what's
and
up. Yeah,
Face did what every good husband should do. He went and asked his wife.
Okay, you want to clarify? I didn't ask.
And
nothing.
his wife said, hell no.
I mentioned it. I said, hey, they want to try to have a Halloween party over here. She said, oh, hell no. Like, the voice got like her save the world attitude.
And we as females were
disappeared.
like...
Okay, then. Right.
Disappeared.
And the thing is this. If you know his wife, she always got her save the world. So if she got bass in her voice and was like, oh, hell no.
Party's
that's
over
not happening.
before it even gets started. It's
so
a wrap.
we're going to try to work on maybe a New Year's, maybe a Super Bowl party. We're going to try to work on something.
Probably better luck for New Year's because she'll never want to go nowhere.
Maybe New Year's. Okay, we can. I can
Yeah,
do
better
New
luck
Year's.
with that,
Because this is
she
close
was
enough
mad
to
one.
my house that I can lift home and it not be a problem. You know.
Right.
Matter of fact, if you don't drink, you can lift me home. You're going to be drinking. You can't lift me home.
Lift me home.
Okay, but wait a minute. But the issue with that is, say this is Faith's house. Turn that way to go to her house. Turn this way to go to mine.
I mean, you live but you live in
But
West.
I gotta go that way to drop you all and then come back down past the
You
house
live in
to
West
home.
Blip. Like, you live
I live in West Bubble.
Bus Bubble.
I live in West Bubble Farm.
I mean, at least you have paved roads out there now with lights.
Yeah. Yeah. And they actually building more past, because I almost, like, I gotta look for my landmark now. Her community. Yeah, they got a whole nother community now back on the back.
My GPS just say turn off the main road. That's what GPS just say. Get in the Mink's house. Turn off the main road.
I mean, the deer be chilling in the hall and the like, what's
Those are
up?
my neighbors.
Exactly.
You used to get an announcement like this will be the last street light for the next 5.7 miles.
You know when you're on the highway and it says this is the last rest stop for 60 miles, you be like, this is the last street light. Anyway.
Wait, you know what's so funny though? I do live kind of far.
No.
I saw a dead possum on the road today. So, okay.
It happens.
We actually had possum in my house in D.C. across the street, because have y'all never been to my parents' house? Okay,
I've been
so
in
there's
one
woods
time.
across the street, so we actually did have possum in those woods over there, and we actually have deer. Like my
Fat
dad
Boy hit a
said,
possum. He got out and like almost prayed over it.
and on that note, I'm just gonna take a drink.
What he did? I was just.
If y'all ever see Fat Boy, y'all know why we laughing. Why that's funny, but okay.
And he really ain't even that fat.
No, I don't know where the name comes from.
Because
out of the three of y'all, he's the thickest, but he's really not fat.
I'll show you old pictures.
Okay, is that what it is? Old pictures. Okay, all right, moving on.
Just saying.
Right.
That's my twin, not because he fat, but because we just think alike. I shouldn't claim that, should I? I shouldn't claim that we think alike, should I?
If you get a possum, you get out your car.
Not at all.
Like go
Nah,
check him out.
That's not
like, make
happening.
sure he's
Because
living.
my thing is, what you gonna do with it if it's alive? What are you gonna do?
That was my question as I stood there and watched him. I mean, I got out and watched him. It was kind of like
you gonna take it to the vet? Like, what you gonna do with
he
it?
was driving. Like I couldn't go nowhere, so I was. Like,
Oh, you were in the car.
I was in the car. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, so it was like one of those like, yo, possum, and he said, where?
Boom. Right there.
Right there.
Under your tire.
Right there. That's where it is. And he pulled over.
Ooh, okay, y'all. Let's get this party started. Okay, so while we were on the last Saturday night, Kanye West was on Saturday Night Live. And I did not watch it. No, that's a lie. I saw a little bit of his performance with Tiana Taylor, but then when Tiana Taylor missed her cue because she was lip syncing and she missed it and she did a Milli Vanilli, I kind of was like, okay, well, there's that. And I turned it off. And I love Tiana Taylor. I absolutely love her.
It was Saturday Night Live.
It was on Saturday Night Live, but he was the guest.
But no, she lip syncing on Saturday Night Live.
That's a comedy that went through
Like
my
it's
head.
pudding on the heads.
Right. Or like Solid Gold. Or even Soul Train. They used to lip sync all the time on Soul Train. There were a few people that sung live, but most people was lip syncing. And that's fine. Whatever. We're not going to go down that road.
Know your own song, though.
but know the cue of when you're supposed to start moving your lips. That's all I'm going to say. Just know when.
Pretend like the shower's on.
Right. Just know when to start. Because a lot of people lip sync. I ain't mad about it, but just know when your mouth is supposed to start
Right.
moving.
I'm looking like Chinese movie, Kung Fu flicks.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
You like,
Just know when you supposed to start. And I love Tiana Taylor. Just know when you supposed to start talking.
On your own song?
On your song.
on your song.
Not somebody else's song. It's your song.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people lip sync.
I know that, right?
Anyway.
Yep.
But again, that is not why we're talking.
Okay.
Kanye West. He went on a rant at the end of the show that they didn't air. They did not air it. But he went on this rant. He had on his Magda hat, talking about how he was being bullied all week not to wear his Magda hat, and how, basically talking about how, Trump is the answer. He said he's not on his meds anymore, which, okay.
It's obvious.
Okay. And that he was trying to call Colin Kaepernick because he wanted him to meet him at the White House with Don so they could sit down with Donald Trump and talk about this whole NFL thing.
Wow.
Kaepernick, change your fucking number. And if anybody give him your new number, fuck them up.
No, don't change. Look, I'm sorry. Don't change your number.
Here we go.
Colin Kaepernick is in Wakanda. He don't get reception from niggas there. He good.
That's the title of this podcast. you do not get reception from niggas in Wakanda.
We do not he do not get
reception from niggas.
Ooh, that is the title of this podcast.
Jesus.
Woo!
Wow, that's better than everything I had in my head.
I'm about to say, and on that note, I ain't got nothing else.
Probably good.
Now let me ask y'all this. Okay, go ahead.
I was just figuring out, why do we care that Kanye's still talking? Like, I don't even understand how he showing up in my timeline anymore.
I'm trying to say, the last time I was interested in anything Kanye, what's his name? Kanye did. It was when he did the song "You Popped the Trunk, I Popped the Hood." Remember that song back like in Yeah, that's my last Kanye reference.
That Jesus Walks? No, none of that.
No, that shit was weak. Now
None of the Hearts in 808 was it Hearts in 808? What was it? Heartbreak in 808?
Yeah.
I like some of them songs. No,
It
none of
sounds
that.
cool.
No, Watching the Throne.
No high notes. 808s and no high notes.
No high notes.
That's what you call it.
Okay, well,
can't remember his
let
name.
me say this. I used to like Kanye. I never thought Kanye was this musical genius that everybody thought he was. I thought he was a great artist. I thought that. No, I did. I thought he made great beats. He was a great producer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some music.
Yeah.
I mean, I love a lot of the music
He's
that
a
he has
positive
produced.
music.
Absolutely. But a genius.
never.
I say genius for people like Stevie Wonder, Ray. When I talk about musical geniuses, Ray Charles, musical geniuses.
Lionel Richie.
He
sold a lot.
I give because Lionel is one of my favorite because y'all know that I like to talk shit, and people don't realize that Lionel was talking a lot of shit in his songs. If you listen to the words "Sail On," listen to the words of "Sail On."
I think I might have that. We can play it after.
Okay, he talks a lot of shit. "Sail On," and then it's another one that he did with the Commodores, and I was like, and I used to karaoke it because I was like, he is straight. Sail on about a half a mile. Don't really want to know where you're going. It was plain to see.
Go.
A small town boy like me just wasn't your cup of tea. Now you're going. He's talking shit. He said, just give me back my name. He Tina Turner them. He Tina Turner the woman. He said, look, you can go. Just leave me my name. Listen to the words. Anyway, sidebar. So.
Yeah, we were trying to make that not happen. Side display.
I'm about to say, I don't think we'll ever get through an episode of 9.
Right.
The first 5 minutes of this episode was a sidebar.
Fair enough.
They need to see what you came with a good idea of showing what happens before we even hit the start button.
It's a show before the show.
It really is. It really is.
And we put this, and I'm going to put this to our listeners and challenge you. If we get 1,000 subscribers,
We'll do it live.
we'll do a live show.
We said we will do it all. So we'll answer questions as they're coming up. We'll do a live show.
So let your friends know. And we are at what,
964. No, I think 964.
Again, your grandma, your slap happy grandpappy,
your uncle,
get them together.
Your cousins and them.
Cousins and them.
Tyrone, he probably out now.
Tyrone out.
He probably out.
And then when he was in, he had an account.
So, oh my
Just
gosh.
say.
Have y'all seen the meme? It said that when the presidential alarm went off,
Yeah.
it alerted all the prisoners in jail where the cell phones were.
Oh! I didn't think about that. Prisoners had them burner phones, but a lot of those are flip phones. Did they go off for real?
I don't know. I don't know.
But it was just funny to see. Them.
Yeah,
It's like,
I know what happened in my classroom. I was in the middle of doing what I do, and all of a sudden, beep, beep. And at first I thought it was I knew about the alert, but of course I forgot. Like, 2:18 was such a random time, and so I was like, oh yeah, that's the president. That's that bullshit. So my thing is this. Not another motherfucker better die in the next natural disaster if that was really FEMA. That's all I'm going to say.
Right.
If that was really FEMA.
Right.
If you got the ability to get to everybody's goddamn cell phone, you got the ability to save all the motherfuckers in a storm.
You get Amber Alerts on your phone.
Yeah.
You get all types of stuff on your phone.
Amber
So
Alerts,
we knew you could get to our phones.
Oh yeah, I ain't
disaster.
tripping off of that. Like, I didn't
understand the point of doing that.
Like, we knew. Like, who didn't know?
You interrupted my lunch break, though.
You interrupted my class. Like, you couldn't have done it at 5. You
Just
had to do it in the middle of the workday. I'm just saying. And where did 2:18 come from? That's so fucking random.
I don't know.
Not 2:15, not 2:30.
Check the Bible. This might be a...
Take the, you know what? Verse Galatians
Right.
chapter
Just
2,
check
verse
it.
18 and shit.
Check something.
Deuteronomy.
I'm going to start with Revelations.
Yeah, because Revelation, that's
We're
the
gonna start
end.
with Revelation.
We're going to start at the end and
We're
work
going to start
our
at
way
the end and
back.
come back. We're going to start at the end
The devil
and try
might be
to be
trying to
positive.
Devil might be right. Okay, so anyway, back to Kanye. So now last week, Pete Davidson responded on Saturday Night Live and basically said, first of all, nobody bullied your ass. You wore that hat all week. I wish that I bullied you to take it off because I had to look at you wear that fucking Magda hat all week. And he basically responded to what Kanye said and said, none of what you said happened. And you are really truly in the sunken place. Now, I think Kim is setting him up for a divorce. If you notice some of the things she's saying, like she was on the show the other day and acknowledged, we do argue. Yes, we have arguments. And I'm like, Kim's setting you up. She's setting you up, mofo. She's setting you up.
It's a setup.
I don't think she's lying. My thing is, I give her credit. Let me tell you something. I'm no Kim Kardashian fan, but I give her credit for staying as long as she did with this crazy motherfucker. This dude is crazy.
He didn't start out this way. But one thing I do know is she's so happy.
I really think he suffers from mental illness. Like, I think that's legit.
Yeah, I don't think
but I don't think he's getting help. But
he's not arguing that fact.
Right, but he's like, he said, I came off my meds. Like, he's just not doing the help.
I'm being back with the Kim Kardashian thing. Has she slid to the side? She's like, all right.
She still be out with him, you know what I'm saying? But she got her babies. She got her brown babies. You know what I'm saying? She did what she did. She got 3 of them. I think she's done with him. I think she got what she needed.
She can pull a Janet.
It was
She
one
gonna
of
pull a
teachers
Janet.
seeking
Pull a
whore.
Janet. Do that.
One of teachers seeking whore married another, and his attention seeking outshined hers, and now she got to go. I think that's what the boy.
I think she's gonna leave.
That's what I'm saying. Now she got to go. Like, she's going. She feels like, okay,
I mean,
I'm met my quota.
But my thing is this. I mean, like real talk, y'all. Do y'all really think? Because I think he's trolling. I don't think he's as off as he's trying to make people think he is. I think he's trolling.
I do.
I think that he's putting on to get the, like you said, attention and all that. Like, I don't think that
He
this
got an
is...
album out, right?
Huh?
Didn't he have an album out? Or it's coming out?
He had an album out, but he did say he has another album coming out.
All right, cool.
Anyway, so I just feel like that, I don't feel like...
Attention's needed.
Yeah, he definitely... Oh, yeah, it's definitely that. I think he...
And it's easy to jump on the political cycle and go to jail. Remember, back in the day, it was like,
I get shot.
Come out,
yeah.
So I either gotta get
so
shot.
I go shoot somebody.
I either gotta get shot or go to jail. So my album's coming out.
That's a perfect segue.
Why are you?
Right. That's a perfect segue.
It ain't just me, right? Did y'all notice that?
No, it's not. No, I noticed it. Perfect segue into our next topic, though. So, Suge Knight. I'm just saying.
I gotta charge my phone. I'm sorry.
Suge Knight going to jail for the next 25 years, I think it was.
A friend of mine, when it happened, when the announcement happened, she was like, "That's right, Tupac, motherfucker."
You know what?
I was like, "Shit."
Okay, so all right, real talk. Do y'all think Suge had something to do with Tupac being killed?
Yeah,
I do.
Yeah, and maybe not directly, but something stupid he did, and Tupac was just in the way.
I think Tupac was trying to leave and he knew it. I think it was one of those. If I can't have you, can't nobody have you.
Well, it was his cash cow at that point.
Yeah.
At that point, Tupac was the cash cow for
he was
Death Row.
Death Row Records.
Right, he was Death Row
Because
Records.
Death Row wasn't nothing but a damn organized gang that meet to get your ass beat. So they weren't making any money.
Dre was desperate for money.
Right.
Suge had the money, and as a
Right.
result,
They
he
did that.
became his bitch. And then when Dre left,
That was
pretty much.
the only thing that was left was Tupac.
And I mean, Snoop was halfway in, halfway out. Because once Dre left, Snoop was kind of
Snoop
like,
motherfuckers went down.
Right. It was like, look at who making beats.
Right.
Everybody can rap. Who is making beats?
and Suge was like, you can't, he came up to Dre and threatened Dre and was like, well, you can't take none of your music with you. Dre was like, that's cool.
Okay.
Because see, I made
I'll
all
make
of
more.
them. I'll make more.
Right.
I'm good.
That's entrepreneurism 101. Anything you've done once, you can do again. And again.
What
and
company
again.
is that? They say we're not trying to make a million things. We're trying to make one thing perfect. He said we're not trying to do perfectly all the time. We're trying to make one thing perfectly and then repeat that.
I
Is it-
don't know.
I had to look into this.
Bill Gates?
No, it's a
No.
It's a company. They make a product.
Oh.
I look into it.
I don't
yeah.
know. That's an interesting philosophy though, but I don't know.
I know 3M has something similar to that.
Okay.
Like, we don't make anything. We make the stuff you use better.
Oh.
Ah.
But no, I think that Suge Knight
See, we're
definitely
not all
has
social
something-
media jokes. We know some stuff.
Right.
We got educations.
We educated
All that. We read.
A little bit.
on the weekends.
Between-
We're not trying to lose our fan base. We're not that smart. we got teachers and business people over here. We're not
Right,
that
that's
smart.
my smart. But no, I definitely think that he has something to do with it. Suge Knight to me is he's a thug. I mean, he is what he is. He's a thug who tried to become a business person, and they got out of hand, and he thought he could muscle and scare everybody to stay with him. And when his tactics didn't work, he had to take it a step further into what he knew. And his intent may not have been to kill Tupac. It might have been to wound him, to scare him, to put him in a position of more needful. Because that's how Tupac got to Suge Knight. He needed him.
I think Suge made a deal somewhere, and he felt they wanted.
You think you owe some people some money?
That's all I'm saying. It was something else. Because it doesn't make sense to put your main artist in harm's way at all.
Right.
Especially with street niggas. I'm like, you expect them to be able to aim?
Right.
Your family's ain't John Wick, nigga.
Not John Wick though.
Your family's ain't John Wick.
But let me say, okay, so for what
Jason Bourne.
what Suge got convicted of,
Shout out to Keanu. I'm sorry, Keanu Reeves. Keanu. I'm sorry. It's okay.
what Suge got convicted of was
Movie marathon after
manslaughter.
this?
He hit and ran the dude over. Then his son came out and tried to make it seem like it was a setup by the man. Whatever.
Hit ran dude over, but he hit him and backed up, didn't he?
Right.
Yeah.
I
He
mean,
hit two people.
Yeah, he backed up
He
on
hit-
him.
He hit two people.
He was like,
didn't
just in case the first time.
Right. I didn't get you the first
get
time.
you. Let me hit this in reverse. And then his son said, now I don't know if this is the son by Miss Chalet or one of his other baby mamas. Like, I don't know which son this is.
So he has a daughter who's talking about Suge Knight.
Uh-huh.
He has a daughter by Michelle.
Okay, so this is his son. His son went on to also say that Tupac is alive. Now, I don't think anybody really believed him, but why would he even say it? Like, where's that even coming from? Like,
he? I mean, it's plausible. Tupac and Elvis, they have an album coming out. Y'all don't know. The remix is going to be tight than the mugs.
Love me tender while I'm California dreaming.
You know what I'm saying? You don't know. Ray Charles
oh,
gonna be on
that's
the remix.
hilarious. Ray Charles gonna be on the remix.
I'm just saying.
Aretha Whitney singing back up.
I mean, this gonna be live. Son. This gonna be bigger than Motown 25 or something.
Word.
But I heard Mike was producing it though.
Mike producing that.
Mike-
Okay, real talk, and it's not even on the list. Real talk, it's not even on the list.
Prince on guitar.
Do y'all notice how many Prince songs y'all are starting to hear in advertisements and stuff?
Did I not say that last week?
Oh, I missed
Yeah.
it. Did you say
I
that?
said that last week. Yes.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Capital One is using Prince, Aretha Franklin, and Michael Jackson.
Oh,
They
you
got
were talking about the Capital One. Yeah, but I'm
Yes.
saying there was another ad that I'm listening to that I heard, and it's got Prince in it. It's Let's Go Crazy. And the other thing is,
Yes.
Pandora used to be on Pandora. You couldn't hear Prince music on Pandora. You could put it like, you put in your station. You could put it in a Prince station.
Right.
They played the time. They played music from
Everybody
that era, but they would never
produced
play
by
Prince. Right.
just not
but
Prince.
now you can hear Prince music on the Prince station.
And you know why?
Because
His
he didn't
estate-
leave a
his-
will.
his estate.
He didn't leave a will, and his
Okay,
family is
okay.
selling the fucking rights of his music.
Okay,
Yeah.
I dispute that Prince did not leave a will. I'm sorry. I
What you
dispute that
disputing?
shit.
He didn't do it.
No, I think he did. That
They
shit
just ain't
got
found it?
lost. Because how the fuck does a man who walk around with the word slave on his face for months, if not a year.
It was
He
years.
knew. Yes,
Because
he knew.
the thing about it, somebody said to me,
knew.
well, he was a practicing Jehovah's Witness, and they don't
So,
believe in ownership
which is
things
part of
like
the
You
reason
that.
why
couldn't
he's
get any of
dead.
his
But
original
anyway.
music unless you was in his fan club.
Thank you.
Right,
Period.
right.
You
That's what.
couldn't get
Yeah,
nothing
his
to it.
music. He had his music so locked, so
But
tight.
I refuse to believe that a man who did that over contract did not think about the rights of
what's
his
his
music
music
when he's
afterwards.
not here.
Really?
I said that when he died. Like, I could not believe that he did not leave a will. However, I'm thinking that maybe he did something, like
Well,
he had the
once
mindset of like Aretha Franklin, where he didn't want his family to have to deal with like the legal piece of it. Because it automatically just diverted to he doesn't have children. He didn't have a spouse. Who the fuck was he going to leave it to?
His music is an asset,
I
so
think-
it's out there.
I mean, I'm surprised. Like I said, when he first died, I was shocked. I could
That's
not believe. And I said the same
ridiculous.
thing in the beginning. I'm like, it's a wheel there. Just go to Paisley Park. It's hidden under the third tile on the fourth floor
Right.
by the elevator. Like, he
If you
has
know
a will.
if you know all the music, the Purple Rain, just play on the piano when you hit the key.
Right.
When you hit that
Right,
one key,
right,
wall,
it's hidden, right.
Right.
It's
Shit
hidden.
go drop down.
Like in Goonies, you gotta know the right, you know, and then it
Right.
opens up the whole
It's probably
thing.
the guitar though.
Right.
Probably,
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Probably,
Probably
right.
guitar.
Probably.
But
nope.
I-
You know what? Nope.
Maybe
That
it's
doesn't make
inside
sense.
of one of his guitars.
You got to play the xylophone. Put that up.
Some shit that's over
Some
the board.
random joint that he.
Right,
you know
some
what I'm
old
saying?
random shit that did, right.
If you know Prince, you know he
The
played
piano.
almost every instrument.
He did. He
the
played,
xylophone.
yeah. He could
So-
hear by ear. He could play by ear. So
So-
I agree with you that in the beginning when he first died, I was like, I do not believe he does not have a will. But the fact that his family and my thing is this: I get money. I'm not stupid. I'm not. You know, everybody loves money. Like, I love money too. We all want
Right.
to be, but I believe his state.
That's how Death Row survived.
I just feel like his state would bring in enough money that you don't have to sell his soul, because the one thing that anybody knew about Prince was how protective he was of his music.
Right.
And the fact that now any Tom, Dick, and Harry, you selling the rights to it, now
But
I'm okay
it's-
with you putting it on Pandora. As a fan, I'm cool with being able to hear it on Pandora and stuff now, but in commercials and stuff, like, that is the opposite of anything
What
he
stood-
ever
what he stood
wanted for his
a
music.
music artist, for any
Exactly.
artist. He
For
stood
any
every
artist.
because he stood
I mean,
for
he
every
was
artist.
so particular.
Like,
The
this is
fact
your
that
music, you should own it.
because now I saw something else too. I saw he has a new album coming out. So this is music that he didn't want anybody to hear because he didn't think it was done. And I can't remember what it was called, but I saw it. I think I saw it streaming on Pandora. Like, it's an ad for a new Prince album coming out in the next couple of weeks. Now, of course, I'm gonna buy it. But my thing is,
I mean, this is shit.
I'm gonna buy it. You putting it out. But I'm just like, you can't even
Right,
respect.
I'm
You don't
getting-
respect him
I might
enough
be a part
that
of
you
the Prince
knew
fans
this
this
isn't what
fall.
he wanted.
You know, I felt the same way when Michael Jackson died and they came out with the This Is It tour.
Right.
But it was broken in. I still to this day have not seen that. Prince, but Michael Jackson been dead for
wait,
what,
when he
7, 8
played
years?
that and did that, like he just happened to die as they were doing it.
Right.
That's the thing, but
Like,
thing
it was
is-
But they
out there.
turned it into a documentary or something, right?
right. And the thing
Yeah,
about
because
it
it wasn't.
is,
I mean, it wasn't finished.
they
Right.
released it in non-chronological order because they don't want you to know at what point they were at when they were filming when he died and things like that. But my thought is, you know how Michael Jackson was. Same with Prince. They did not release unfinished work.
Right.
So for you to do that as
I just feel like it's
quote-unquote
disrespectful.
Fan, yeah,
Right.
as a so-called fan or family member, anybody who really
Absolutely.
truly cares. Because we care about them as artists. That's how we knew them. But for your family to come and shit on you the way that, especially after you know what you
look.
want, that to me is so
But
disrespectful.
here's the thing: there's this thing called producers. That's out there that threw money out there, and they want at least one break even.
Well, I mean, pay
And
the
then
people that
it's
worked on the music. I'm not saying that.
Here's what I'm saying though. After that, so now instead of dealing with Michael Jackson, you got to deal with who that don't know anything about nothing. You know what I'm saying? So now, you know, if I'm the shady producer, so now we're gonna try to do whatever we can
With what's
what's available. With what's available.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I mean, I just feel like there's enough in.
Even now, shit,
I feel like there's enough in
just-
Prince's estate that he left that y'all can live very comfortably without selling his soul. That's just how I feel about it. And maybe I'm on the outside looking in. Maybe I'm being idealistic as a fan, but
is Paisley Park a theme park yet?
no. But they're going to open.
museum.
They are going to open it. Yeah.
It's a museum now.
They are.
Okay.
Did they
Yeah,
already open
I knew
it?
that.
I had cousins who went
And
to
again, I'm going to Paisley Park. I'm
Yeah,
going to go.
I had some cousins who went this
But
summer.
I mean, because I think me and Danya are planning a trip.
I mean, when it's full on theme park, Groupon coupons,
Now, when
you know,
I see
like-
a Groupon,
like
motherfucking Paisley Park.
what you do like for Elvis?
We gonna have a problem.
what's the
Graceland?
Graceland and all that.
Oh my gosh, it was so funny. Okay,
I can't fuck with Graceland. I'm sorry.
but no, let me tell you a story.
Because he buried in the backyard. I'm not fucking with that.
He buried there?
Yeah, they buried him.
I didn't know that.
Graceland. Yeah.
Like I wouldn't know.
He
what
buried
the
the
fuck Elvis
backyard.
is. I don't know. But here's the thing.
He's pop culture now.
Here's what's funny, right? I went to a conference in Memphis one time, right? We were staying right on Bill Street, and we had a free afternoon, and so we could go do some sightseeing. This was so sad. All the white people got on the bus and went to Graceland. All the black people got on the bus and went to the Lorraine Hotel. They turned it into a museum, right? I was like, this is so fucking sad. Like, it went straight down the color line. There was no blurs. All the black people went there. All the white people went there.
So
it's so sad.
There wasn't no.
I was trying to get to the Jack Daniels factory.
There wasn't no Robin Thicke playing. Blurry lines. Yeah.
Next topic.
Okay, you know what? Since we're talking about music, I know it's not on our list.
It definitely is not.
But it's a little small blur. FAMU got their first female drum major.
Okay.
Yes, first.
Oh yeah. That actually popped up.
FAMU
on the timeline.
But I forgot her name. But I'm like, shout out to her because.
And shout out to FAMU.
And she's a legacy because both her parents were in the Marching 100.
Okay.
And her dad played piccolo. Her mom played the trumpet. I know.
Piccolo plays a motherfucker.
That's the
man sits to the man.
Who's sits to the man? Sits next to the goddamn man.
They called my piccolo player a motherfucker. Blink his eyes. Sorry, go ahead.
Woo, classic.
And it's Black
You
History
had
moment.
to know.
Rest in peace, Robin Harris.
You had to know when you said piccolo player.
I know. Because I'm not going to lie.
They had piccolo players in the band, though?
When they were interviewing her, that came to my mind. Because she's a piccolo player.
In the band?
Yeah. In the marching band.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And I've seen big marching band. I never paid attention to the piccolo.
Hey. Is that a piccolo player?
Yes, in the marching band.
Please know.
Piccolo player.
Yeah.
Please know that I never paid attention that it was piccolo. Many
I'm going
many football games I went to in my college
If I see one, I'm like, piccolo player's a motherfucker.
And I'm gonna say this.
I used to sit by the band when I went to A&T games. Wow. Okay.
Oh, shit.
So
I knew people in the band.
Shout out to her and another HBCU, Morgan State University.
Was their homecoming this weekend?
It was yesterday, but
did you go?
No.
Oh, because I thought we were going to go see Baby Girl.
I know.
Okay, go ahead.
But they got picked to be in the Macy's.
Oh, for real? So Baby Girl gonna be in the parade?
2019.
Oh, yeah.
2019.
Right.
Meek's daughter is in the band at Morgan.
Yeah, not this Thanksgiving, but 2019.
Okay.
Morgan's going to
Congrats.
Macy's Day Parade.
Congrats to Morgan State. Congrats. All right, y'all know their homecoming was yesterday.
So
I saw all the pictures. I have all my friends that.
Are we going to speak of this embarrasser on the side?
I'm not going.
No,
it'd be cold.
Yeah, I'm about to say it'd be cold. I'm not even gonna lie, it's cold.
So we're tropical people. We don't.
Yeah, but and another
It'd
thing,
be easier for us to see her on the TV.
I was gonna say it'd be easy to see it on TV.
I'll take a picture and post
it. Could we? We could just go and not be outside
to New York
because there's bars there.
That's Thanksgiving Day.
What? We had to go. I'm saying.
If I'm gonna be away from home on Thanksgiving Day, I done went to the Redskin Cowboys game, which is
fair enough.
Thanksgiving.
Fair.
No disrespect. You know I love Baby Girl.
I know.
Did you say?
Her childhood is gone because she does not know all the words of this. She is ad-libbing.
All I know, I learned old Christmas, old Tannenbaum, old Tannenbaum.
Is that what?
That was old Christmas tree in Germany. Okay, anyway, moving on.
You know that's where the Christmas tree came from, was Germany.
Yeah, that's the song, Old Christmas Tree. Yeah. Old Tannenbaum, old Tannenbaum.
You know I don't have a Christmas tree. I think I might get a Christmas tree this year.
Really?
Now that I have my basement back.
Oh.
Maybe I'll have
Redskin ornaments on it.
Of course, I actually have Redskin ornaments already that people have given me over the years that because I don't get a tree. I think the last time I had a tree was probably about 10 years ago.
I'll be able to pull my tree out of the garage.
And then it was one of those trees that you just put on your table and like
a Charlie Brown tree?
Yeah, absolutely it was. But I might get a real tree this year.
Oh, and it's not.
No, because then Trey, my nephew, because he's going to have gifts under the tree.
He's not building memories right now.
That's my baby. Yes,
but
he is. He remembers me. He knows me. He knows Aunt Cece.
Right. Anybody that spoils a kid, yes, the kids remember who they get over on.
He doesn't get over on me.
That's why my kids don't like me.
He doesn't get over on me. You think he gets over on me?
No. Absolutely not.
He won. He gets over everybody he smiled at. So
He's so cute.
he
is
and
so
that's why.
cute.
And
Okay.
that's why.
All right. Oh, back on topic. Okay, so we have to laugh to keep from crying because Kavanaugh was voted on to the bench, the
Who
Supreme
was
Court.
surprised?
I expected it to happen. Honestly, y'all gave it y'all best effort, but
I'm gonna try to say this and not sound crazy as they only do on this show.
okay, be careful.
I ain't scared of y'all niggas.
You ain't gotta be scared to get an ass whooping. That's what I was
I'm
told.
all right.
You ain't gotta be scared to get an
Whatever.
ass whooping.
Look, I don't have to be nice. You inside
And
my
we'll
house.
pause it so that there will be no video evidence.
Nigga.
It's
Whatever.
the aftermath. Be like, Thanos up in here.
Because when it happened,
Just disappear.
and I didn't,
Go ahead.
check the article. I love to check comments.
Yeah. Right.
I love checking comments
I do too. I read the comments too.
because
Go
I
ahead.
love.
I just had to hear what people thinking.
I love
Right.
how people toe the line. No matter
Yeah, they
what,
will. Won't they?
And it's ridiculous.
That's the truth. Rule.
But one thing I was mad at, the FBI investigation.
That was not an FBI investigation.
My whole thing was, you want to do one, do one.
They
If
did
you're
a-
gonna do a bullshit one, let's just do what you decided you're going to already do,
Right, don't
and
waste
get it
my
over
time.
with.
Right.
Right.
Because they put more thought into finding my 1-year-old's missing fucking pacifier than they put into that goddamn FBI.
They put,
investigation.
secondly-
they put more effort into finding out who shot JR.
Yeah, they did.
And the surprise, the surprise. All right. I mean, I don't have flights of fancy. I try to be non-emotional as possible,
No.
right? So, they confirmed what's his name, Clarence Thomas, for shit he did like 2 weeks before, and confirmed him.
Yeah, they did.
What the hell you think was going to happen with something that was supposed to be confirmed
I don't know
that
what they
happened
thought. Like, I knew, like,
in this dude's high school days?
y'all gave it y'all best.
Slim, really?
Y'all gave it y'all
In the
best
old
ever.
millennium.
Right.
Really? And the same dudes that approved the dude that was accused for shit he did a week ago,
The same dude
is
that,
still sitting there.
the same dudes that keep defending Trump. That don't
And
seem
it's
to
the
have a
same
problem
dudes
with
that's
anything
still in
Trump is
Congress
doing.
that
They just
we
gave
keep
the ball
voting
right
for
back. They just gave him the ball right back.
time and time again, because let's just face it. One, Democrats, Republicans work for the same company. Every 4 to 8 years, they figure out who's in charge, who's running.
Right.
Congress is the board of directors, and we as the people, they're supposed to be for the people. We as the people, that's everybody. I'm not even excluding myself.
Right.
We letting them be on top. They forgot they're supposed to be our bitch, not the other way around.
Well.
Not the other way around. I'm just saying.
I mean, not to get too racial and political.
I mean, all my Second Amendment fans was like, right now, like, what the point of it was, we should be taking them out in the middle of the street,
but my thing is,
shoot them all down, and scorch the earth and start over.
Not to get
because it's too many.
But not to get too political or too racial. We've always been their bitch. As black people, when have we ever not been their bitch?
But I'm talking to those that supposedly
The way it's structured.
The way it's supposed to be?
America. Motherfuckers.
This is
how it's
America.
supposed to be. And look at what y'all doing. Y'all trying to be a part of their team. Trust me, if you're not making at least $250 million, they don't give a fuck about you.
A million.
All right?
My thing is this.
Let's include all my business owner friends, entrepreneur friends.
That includes
they're like,
Kanye?
yeah.
That definitely includes
Republican,
Kanye.
this, that, and the other. They don't give a fuck.
They
I don't give a damn. They don't give a fuck. Democrat or Republican. They don't care.
And that's the
They
thing.
don't care.
Like at the end of the day,
And we're letting it happen.
Absolutely, we're definitely letting it happen. And at the end of the day, I knew he was going to get it. I knew he was going to be confirmed. Like, that was never a question in my mind. I think that the Democrats were hoping to stall long enough for the midterm elections. I really think that. I don't think they ever thought that they would get enough people to vote no. I think they thought they could stall it.
This is straight.
Like, if they actually put an FBI, like if they had done a real FBI investigation, that would have taken a couple of weeks. Right, I'm saying it would have taken a couple of weeks. That would have pushed us into the midterm elections, and I think that was the goal of
But what
the
did they want to find
Democrats.
for 22 years ago?
Well, my thing is this.
Well, he got calendars and
Yeah, because he had calendars.
Shit. He got calendars and
I was
lollipops
just-
and socks and shit.
And I will say this: I do actually have one of my old. Remember back in the day, you had like the planners.
Mm-hmm.
I did actually find
From what
one of my
year?
old planners. But it still wasn't from high school.
From what year?
It was from like my first year out of college.
Okay, this is the thing. This man is 53 years old.
And I only
So
kept it
he's
because
not
it's
high-
leather, and I thought it was pretty.
He's
like,
not out of high school. Minimum of what? 35 years.
Yeah, it was 35 years ago.
For you to have fucking desk calendars. First of all, what were you writing on them, and why were you ensaving them with what intent?
Wait.
And what was he hoarding that shit at?
And time out, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
like
know.
you were complaining about what your wife got in the garage. Where were you keeping all of these diaries
All
and
my
calendars?
and I don't know if this is some devil advocate shit or whatever. I don't know, but Republican Party at all. He made y'all. I mean, look, he's probably the worst representation ever. Did y'all even watch
Probably not.
the hearing?
Yo, that dude
He
lost
turned
it.
into a straight bitch.
He really did. He lost it.
Like
really lost
he's
it.
not a good representation of
He had
judges.
to write an op-ed to apologize for how he acted.
He's not a good representative of judges.
No, he's not.
Of legal whatever in general,
People.
any courts in general, men. If you are a man, when you see him, you should punch him in the throat.
But you know, I said it before, and
Like
I said it again.
nothing.
He
He's
acted
nothing
like-
respectable
He
about
acted
it.
like a
Nothing.
spoiled, privileged, overprivileged person that he
Because
is.
he is.
He could not
He
have
is.
what he wanted, and
And there's a
someone at
large-
53 years old told him no.
There's a large
and he couldn't
section
take
of
it.
you
Yes.
that if you were to meet him in the street, somebody acting like him, like you'd have pulled your beard in his face, punked him, took his girl, and all of that. But because he's on TV in front of Congress, y'all really going to support? I mean, come on, son.
Yeah,
I don't understand
All I'm
y'all.
saying
I don't
is this.
understand
This is
anyone.
this is what I'm going to say, and this will be my PSA. Like real talk, no jokes, no bullshit. Vote. Go out and vote, especially if you are in an area where you can flip it. If you live in an area where someone is running against a Republican and you really truly have a problem with the direction that our country is going in, and you have a problem with some of the policies that have been put in place, please, I beg, I'm pleading, whatever. Go out and vote in the midterm election. It's not too late to register. If you are not a registered voter, it is not too late. The deadline is fast approaching, but it is not too late yet.
Right.
Please go out and vote. If you are in an area where there's a Republican running for a Congress seat, a Senate seat, a mayor, whatever, and they are Trump supporters, and you don't like the direction that governors and they're Trump supporters, and
Mayor.
you don't like the way the direction this country is
Judge.
going in, please, I beg you, and this is with all the sincerity in my heart, vote. Because this type of stuff is going to continue to happen, and these are long-term effects. Trump will be gone, and Kavanaugh will still be on the Supreme
Yes, I
Court
was
making
gonna-
decisions for your life.
I was
So this
gonna
goes
say,
beyond Trump. This goes beyond, oh, well, he'll be out in 2 years. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He's making decisions that are going to
They're
last
making long-term
for
plans.
decades.
That is
Supreme-
hurting.
Yeah,
That
Supreme
is,
Court
they're
justice.
making long-term plans hurting anybody making under $250 million.
Supreme Court justice is a lifetime.
Not
Job.
250,000 million.
They never get fired. You choose when you leave, which is why you had like certain people who are sitting there on there who've been up there for 30, 40 years who are falling asleep on the bench because they so fucking old.
But like
Doesn't even
Ruth Bader Ginsburg, like she gonna hold on until she can't hold on no more.
Right.
But at the end of the day, you guys,
Matter of fact, not even. I mean, to try to keep it even neutral. If who you voting for is the same person been on the ticket since you was in elementary school, they need to go.
it's time.
That's all I'm saying.
Time
If you
to
remember
make
them from
a
high school,
change.
if you remember them from high school,
We are the
they need to go.
people. We can do it.
That's all
Get
I'm
it,
saying.
get
I'm
it.
trying to keep
It's
it
time. Get it.
I'm not even playing
Time to
Democrat or
make a
Republican.
change. Hey, we
They've been
are
there.
the people. We can do it.
As long as you
We just
remember
made a
it.
commercial.
They got to go.
Keep preaching. We just
I
made a
know,
commercial.
we
That's
go
all I'm
back
saying.
But no, that's real talk. That's real talk, you guys.
That's all I'm saying.
Like
Shit.
that's real
The
talk.
your local people.
All right, now back to the fuckery. Actually, it's really not fuckery. This isn't really fuckery either.
This is done with Kanye.
This is a great transition.
Jack, you still here?
Wow. Yes, he is. Yes, we are. Yes, we can.
We got your cups and everything.
The next time they come to my house, we're at my house, I'm going to partake in the Jack experience.
Okay. Yes.
I just like the fact that she had to be home first. She was like, I gotta be home first.
I'm okay. I'm all right. Thank you. Appreciate that.
I'm just saying, whoa,
Right.
she gotta be home.
We was like, you won't die in my house.
No, I'm sure.
Okay, so yesterday the slut walk took place. Amber Rose has been doing this for a few.
Sorry.
Amber Rose has been doing this for a few years. She's
Slutting
doing her
or walking?
slut. Look, we will be mature about this conversation. The slut walk, but basically it is
1,000 views, 1,000 subscribers, and we will do this live.
We would definitely do this live. But
At my house with Jack.
yeah.
Hey, shout out to my man who like my other shirt. Hope
What
you
do I
like
want to
this
eat
one.
for dinner? Do I want to go get some crabs?
I
You
made
should
sure
like this
fried
shirt.
rice last
You
night.
made
This
sure
shirt.
I
Look,
actually made it.
I'll tell you where I got it. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I want that
Right.
shirt. I want to wear that shirt to every staff meeting for the next year.
I just want to. I mean, I need like 10
Can
of
y'all
these.
read what this shirt says? It
When I
says
said, "How stupid can you be?"
wasn't a challenge.
It wasn't a challenge.
Wasn't a
Now,
challenge.
there's a meme very similar to that.
Yeah, that's what it means. Yeah.
The one out, it says, I don't have the time or the crayons to explain it to you.
Oh, not the crayons. Oh.
See, I did buy a new shirt today. It says Queen of Sarcasm. I started to wear it.
Oh, you should have worn it.
Matter of fact, you know what? I probably could have made that one.
Make me one. 2X. All right, so
Oh, I want to.
the slut walk. Seriously, y'all. No, real talk. With
Right.
everything going on with Me Too, with
Sidebar.
everything going on with Kavanaugh and all these different things, Bill Cosby, all the stuff that's been coming on. I mean, that's been coming out. The slut walk addresses that mindset that women. God damn it.
So for those who know, there's a football game on. It's Sunday.
I'm sorry.
It's a football game.
I shouldn't
It's
let it
directly
distract
in front
me,
of us.
but it's
So
fucking
that's
up
what
my
we're-
fantasy
When you see
points.
us look up, that's what we're looking.
It's fucking up my fantasy points. Anyway,
And y'all didn't even put up the join.
what?
They
Did
didn't
he
join.
just say?
Remember he put it.
Oh,
out
yeah,
there?
yeah,
Y'all didn't put up nobody.
Nobody put up to join the league.
All right, fine, whatever.
I mean, it is what it is.
I like this money.
You didn't win last week.
I know, it was so close though.
You were close. I was in third place. I won the week before though.
Slut walk. Amber Rose.
So with everything going on, the first thing that, and we saw it a little bit with Dr. Ford, but we definitely saw it a lot, or we see it a lot all the time. Whenever a woman accuses a man of sexual misconduct, whether it be molestation, whether it be rape, whether it be attempted rape, whatever, the first thing that happens is that the woman's character is brought into question. Well, what was she wearing? Why was she there? How late was it? Was it a date? Have they had sex before? And Amber Rose's slut walk isn't. I mean, the name is a plate on it, but it's to address those issues that a woman can be confident in her sexuality and still be a victim of sexual misconduct. And so I think that it's a valid and a much needed conversation. I think that certain things need to be taken out of the mindset or the thought process of women when it comes to rape or sexual misconduct. I know that when a woman gets on the stand, they're no longer allowed to ask about her sexual history and things of that nature, like they're not supposed to. But that doesn't stop police officers when they're doing an investigation. That doesn't stop newspapers from bringing up her past. And so I think that the slut walk, from my understanding, it addresses those issues, or at least to bring awareness to the fact that women can be confident in their sexuality and still be victims. Like, one does not cancel out the other. You know what I mean? So how do you guys feel?
You know, I said it before and I'll say it again. I do, as a female and with a daughter, I do say that we need to be responsible in how we carry ourselves as women. You know, I'm not going to take that away from us. But on the other side of that, it does not matter how I dress, how I speak, or what I choose to do with my life. It does not give you the right to, without permission, to put your hands on me